Okay, so why I think this market is going lower. Yeah, so we are accelerating to the upside, right? And what I also see immediately is that we have a channel line here and we overshoot. So if you overshoot and the momentum keeps going, it's not a problem. It can continue for quite a while and it can even climax all the way up. But once it starts to reverse strongly, probabilities change significantly. Yes, why? So let me show you some examples. If we just look back here, small, the trend was a lot fresher here, so it's a lot stronger. But we did overshoot and we did, well, we don't call this a crash. You could call it a fast crash, but I think it's more like a dip, 20% or so. Here we see a more major one. So channel for like a full year. And then we overshoot. We go sideways for 6 weeks. The top is here, or you can also take this short, and then we crash, right? 2022. Yeah, on a very small time frame, you can see one here too. We overshoot, we retrace, right? Well, not all of them are succeeding. Here I see one failing. So probabilities are like 70% or so. 30% maybe perhaps goes to the upside. Could be 80% too. But there are also some. Here I see an overshoot because I think here we're channeling higher, right? And then we crash. That also has to do with the COVID dip, of course. So let's not count that one. Here I do think that we overshoot again, right? And we make a major crash, 2018. Here on some smaller, yeah, well, actually it is just one. Here we are trending up, right? And here it's still holding price in this trend line. And then we decide to shoot up. Now, what's next? Well, I think you can call this, yeah, you can call it a crash again, right? We can also call it a dip. We can argue about that, but significant correction. So I would just call it a crash. I think it's good to get short up there for a couple of weeks, or yeah, for 2 weeks you can make a lot of profit shorting. Here I see another one. It's a very thin one. It's a very, but yeah, if you zoom in, you can see the overshoot here, right? So for sure the algorithms have seen it. So yeah, we overshoot, we crash, right? Pretty significant. Here, well, just this one is failing. Here you have one. Well, you could argue that, hey, we overshoot, we get back to that top. So it's a very minimum what happened here. So no, it did not fail. It's reaching this top is the very minimum. We did reach it. So here I think there is one failing, right? You can draw a line here. It was early in the trend after the breakout, so then they tend to fail more, they tend to fail a little more than late in the trend. I think this is one too, right? It's a very small one, but the algorithms have seen it, so it counts. And yeah, it's like, what did we do here? Crash over 20%. And here is, I'm seeing a classic one. So channel, and then we overshoot, and what happens? Well, the entire credit crisis fell over it, but I wouldn't say that the credit crisis has anything to do with this, but I can tell you that this overshoot led to this crash, right? At least to this one. So yeah, we can go back for 100 years of data, but I think you have seen enough. And all I'm saying is that I think the probabilities are now 70%. We're going down. The market is going to open higher in an hour or so. But it doesn't mean we go down straight. We could test the high again and then we roll over just like we saw up here, right? So, but I think I have explained now why I think it's 70%. Okay, let me know if any questions.